Long time no see. I'm in my bed right now. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, what's it called? Vertically, horizontally, the opposite way. I don't know. It's been a long day. It's been a good day, but it's been a long day. We're not gonna talk about it. My inner teenager is enraged. It's okay. We're gonna get it fixed. Someday, somehow. And I can see y'all in the comments being like, Nikki, that is the bane of your existence. Girl, I know. Okay. I'm gonna make a video talking about my favorite crystals again. I know that I made one a year and a half ago with my red lipstick. Yeah. But I actually found some crystals that I forgot that I had that I got like after my daddy died. So I've had them for a while and I wanted to talk about them. What you think? So, as we've discussed, like, Nikki has had a lot of boyfriends. What can I say? And I can keep a man, they can't keep me. That's the tea on that. But I enjoy making jewelry for my boo. Right? One of the crystals that I use, smoky quartz, in my masculine jewelry. Do I put a love spell around the whole thing? No. But, I mean, it kind of is one a little bit because it's spiritual when I made it for him, and every time that he looks at it, he's gonna think about me. So that's a cute little thing that you can do for your boo. They probably threw them in the ocean or something after, after we broke up, but that's fine. Some crystals that I use a lot for men are smoky quartz, labradorite, onyx, black tourmaline, hellite for mental health, tiger's eye. Men love tiger's eye. Lava rock. Basically all like the dark looking ones. Like when I pick these crystals up, I can feel them and tell you like if they feel masculine or feminine and the energy around them. That's just how my brain and my spirit interprets the energy. Whether it's true or not, I don't really know. But those crystals are the ones that I feel are masculine, and I have noticed that men do connect with them. So yeah, I'll show you actually my only home crystal, like a big crystal that I have around my house that has a masculine energy. One thing about me, my quirk, I name things a lot. Like I name my car, I name my crystals. I don't know. This is Bert. I don't know why I named him Bert, but I did. If you kind of look at him, I can't even take myself seriously right now. I think that's the guy on Sesame Street, like how he wears his hair on top. Anyway. Okay. Black tourmaline, burnt. No, because y'all are gonna clock me in the comments talking about burnt. But burnt does a lot, okay? Black tourmaline is for grounding and stability and protection. I'm pretty sure It does something with the EMF waves to block them or control them, lessen them, minimize them, I don't know. A good one to have in your home, right? This next one is Martha. Martha's my favorite. She's citrine for happiness, joy, love, prosperity, positivity. Like, I just get happy looking at this, honestly. She does her job. And my last one, her name is Rosie. Why? Because she's rose quartz. Rosie and I have been through it. She was there when I first started my witchy journey, as you can see, because she has been in the bath with me many times. I don't know why it's so discolored like that. I'm pretty sure it's from like the bath products that I use, because I love Dr. Teal's. The bubble bath, the bath salts, Epsom salts, whatever. I don't really like salt anymore. Maybe it's a witch thing or whatever. Santo Dios, Espiritu Santo, Internet, I am not playing with you. Lord. So those are my, like, big crystals. And then, these are my waist beads that I made for myself. I fluctuate between like 5 to 10 pounds. Why, I don't know. Honestly, it's about 10 pounds that I fluctuate between. But for some reason, mine have stretched out because I wear them so much, and the back and forth, Nikki's waist changing. It's just what it does. Y'all, none of y'all have stretched out that I know of, because I've asked a lot of y'all and y'all have said no. So it might just be a me thing, but yeah. These are absolutely beautiful and I love them. Oh my. This one is for my sacral chakra. Orange agate. And it's very vibrant. Sexy. And then I've got this one that's tiger's eye for my solar plexus. This one's really sexy in my opinion. You'll see how much I've worn these. Like, if you don't wear them every single day, they will not stretch out like this. But, yeah. And I forgot, I made these so long ago that I forgot to pre-stretch my elastic, which you're supposed to do when you make elastic jewelry. But, shameless plug, you can get these on the darkgawdess.com. They're $125. Because it comes with 5. 2 of them are handmade by me. Each one of these took me at least an hour and a half. Probably 2 hours. Not gonna lie. So they take me a while because I don't like rushing. I like to put my intention into them. They're very special. And then you'll get 3 accessory beads, which are not handmade, but they're still blessed and, you know, conjured for the same intention. So, these are my little babies. And men, I don't know what it is that goes off in men's brain when they see waist beads, but they're like, yeah. Like, I've had to tell them, like, do not rip these off with your teeth. No, we're not doing that. Don't pop my waist beads. They're not that you can just rip off. No, they're sacred. Trying to keep it PG. This one is an anklet that I made for myself, rose quartz for healing, love. Because anklet, rose quartz, love can walk to me, find me, you know, the whole thing. So it's got the butterfly and the tiny rose quartz. So beautiful, cute. This one is amethyst with the crown chakra charm. I wear this a lot when I sleep for like dream work and stuff like that. Nikki has a very interesting sleep schedule and sleep pattern, and I'm a freak of nature, a force of nature rather. Chalcedony. Obviously I did not make this. I don't know why I bought this. I'm pretty sure this is used for fertility. That's not why I bought it. I love babies, I love children, I love family, but not right now. This is a very feminine stone. If I had to compare it to like anything spiritual, Mother Mary. Honestly, that's what this feels like to me. Just that energy of like the motherly love, the soothing, the healing, the peace. Like, this is so calming. I love it. And it's a pretty big pendant, so you can really feel it. I'm not sure if this is associated with the heart chakra, but it definitely will help your emotions. Especially if you get the smooth one. Because it has that genuine smooth feeling, as opposed to other ones that it's like fake smooth. I don't know how to describe it. Some more for healing. Aquamarine. I said last time, this is one of my favorites. This and citrine are my favorites. Emotional healing, ocean energy, that's just what it brings out of me. Another reason I don't want children right now, I'm 3 people in 1. There you go. I can barely keep up with myself. But this does bring out that beautiful ocean, maternal, motherly energy. Whatever that means to you in your practice. It's very feminine as well. Very good for dreams because the ocean and water is very connected to dreams. So, love it. Amazonite. Grief. Healing. I got this a few months after my dad passed. So it has a special place in my heart. I don't wear it that often anymore. Just because it is hard for me to look at it. Because I remember that time and what I was going through. But heart chakra. It's like this greenish blue. But it helps with emotional healing. If you feel like you can't get past something, this will help. You know, it's not going to make it go away magically. But if nothing else, it will soothe you a little bit. And it will guide you to what you need to do to move past that block. Or at least process it better. And have compassion for yourself. Green aventurine is another good one for the heart chakra. And it's also good for good luck, joy, happiness, abundance, prosperity, all that kind of stuff. Energy-wise, it's very similar to jade, green jade. And I love it. It's also very soothing. If you notice, like, let me show you guys. You'll see what I'm talking about. Is that cool? Yeah. These are very much Cancer vibes, because I'm a Cancer. So, a lot of emotional healing, water, things like that. It's not all I have, but if you're like a sensory person and you need to like touch something or feel something, I definitely recommend crystals. Opalite, dreams. Dreams. This is a very angelic stone. to me, I don't really connect with angels like that, except for Archangel Michael. And even then, I work with him as a saint. I respect them if you work with them. Do I believe in them? Kind of. It's just that church trauma kind of makes it hard. But this still gives me angelic healing, very light energy vibes. And I love it. It's got a rainbow, sheen to it. I'm pretty sure opalite is not a real stone. I think it's man-made. But it still has properties, It's very beautiful. Smoky quartz. This is another one that I make for men. It has a very masculine, hardy, stable, grounded energy to it. Women can wear it too, obviously. If I wore it with this outfit, it would be perfect. Root chakra. Grounding. If your crown chakra and your head is going crazy, get one of these to help you. Labradorite. Return to sender. This thing, it's a protective stone. It's a psychic stone. If you program it the right way, any negativity that tries to come at you, it will bounce off of here and go back to where it came from. It's very strong. It's very spiritual. Excuse me. It's a snitch. So, if somebody's trying to mess with you, this will reveal it to you. And it's beautiful. It's very dark. This would be my signature stone if I had to pick one. Dark goddess, I don't know. It's just mysterious. And I use this a lot with Hecate because it just reminds me of her. And it's very protective, and I love it. I think, is that all of them? No? Another little citrine baby. I did not make this pendant. And a lot of these that I didn't make need to be fixed up. This one needs a new jump ring. But it's just a little tiny citrine. It's so cute. That goes on a necklace. You guys, my nose. Oh, it's not. I've talked to y'all about this before. I told you. One of my quirky things is when there's a spirit in here or around me, my nose starts itching so much. It's not an allergy thing. I won't have to sneeze or anything like that. It's just, but it's a good spirit, so it's okay. They're just supervising. I forgot what I was saying. Okay. Did I talk to you about this? Amethyst, crown chakra, dreams. If I had to make a recommendation, it would be if you're trying to heal your chakras, you're trying to heal and you're coming at it from that standpoint, try your best to do them in order. If you look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs, it's not a very popular thing. I learned about it in school, in nursing school. It actually kind of goes in order from the first 3 chakras. Obviously at the bottom of the pyramid, the most essential, stability, food, water, shelter, your basic needs being met, financial security, feeling safe, being safe, all that kind of stuff, root chakra. Then the second one is emotional wellness, good mental health, healthy relationships, sacral chakra. Third one is sense of belonging, willpower, good support system, if I remember correctly. I might not be wording it the right way, but that's basically the principle of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And it eventually goes up to self-actualization, which is the crown chakra. Work your way up. I know that some people just dive like head first into their journey and they just want to be super mystical and a guru and all these things, and they just want to go straight to the crown chakra. Girl, no. Because it's going to happen naturally. Like, I didn't just sit down one day and say, okay, let's open up my crown chakra. Girl, it was like... And then when you start seeing ooga boogas and stuff, you're gonna... Because that's, all your gifts get turned on once you fully accept them. Because I had shut mine down. I saw my first spirit when I was 5 years old. And... I remember, I think I had told my dad. And my dad, before he passed, his beliefs changed a lot. So, when I was like 5, he was very Christian, very rigid, very much, I believe in evil, but I don't believe in ghosts type thing. It's like, how can you believe in one and not the other? Not saying that all ghosts are evil. I'm just saying paranormal stuff, right? He brushed it off. And it freaked me out so much, and I was only 5, so I turned my gift off. Which can happen. And then, it started coming back on, and, I started to remember things. Like, I remember being 5 years old, and having an imaginary friend that was a little boy from Africa. He was like 3 to 5 years old, and he would always like walk next to me at school and stuff. That was a legba, or that energy. I'm not in Santo, but I have been told that was a legba because I am a legless child, if y'all can't tell. And that was him. And I leaned in, and my gifts it's like a fuse box. When all the lights come on? That's what it is. So, this will help. Cowrie shells. I know it's not a crystal, but I wear a lot of these. They're very sacred in ATR, because they used to be currency. Like, these used to be what they use for money. So they represent prosperity, good luck, protection, stability, all that kind of stuff. Royalty. Do y'all want to know how much I spent on this crystal? This thing was $40. And it's not, it's big to me because I have small hands, but girl... I love it though, and honestly, I would probably buy it again. I think Bird was like 20, and the Rose Quartz was like 20. Onyx, another manly masculine stone. I don't know, girl. Like when men are like wearing crystals and stuff, and just doesn't. I have dated some big brujos. Ooh, and they're all hot, girl. I've only entertained muggles for almost a year or two now. I miss my brujo boyfriends. Not really. I'm being, like, dramatic. Don't recommend it. The idea is nice, because it's like we'll be able to connect on a spiritual level and, meditate together and do work together. True. Absolutely beautiful. If you can find the right person. If not, So, I guess it's only white country boys for me now. Well, what did you make me? What is this for? Oh, one of them. Tell me why I caught this man carrying a Buckeye in his pocket. And I was like, you know what? Like, that is hoodoo. He's like, really? Well, my mama always told me to carry one in my pocket for good luck. Putting salt on the windows, eating black-eyed peas and greens and cornbread on New Year's Day. But I don't tell them that. Y'all be careful, because let me tell you something. Any man that's ever tried to change me has failed miserably, obviously. But yeah,